Welcome to the MFP Report for this date in November of 2018. Now, questions will abound, and we know what's going to happen in terms of what the Democrats want to do with different things. Now, my question is this, we know that they want endless investigations, but the problem, we know that they want endless investigations, but the problem is who will be running the investigations in terms of rats? Because the gavel is a big rats. Because the gavel is a big deal, at least for the Democrats. But the thing is that the younger Democrats, the Democrats that just got elected and just got into office, not the ones that got reelected, like Nancy Pelosi and Sticker and all these guys and gals, but the other ones, the ones that just got elected, they, in fact, do not want Nancy Pelosi because they think she's too toxic. Which one, they think she's too toxic, and two, they don't think she's left enough. This is San Fran Nan, okay? San Francisco values, and they don't think she's left enough. But the problem with that is their idea of left is too left, and some of these people that got elected probably will lose their office in the House of Representatives within, I don't know, the next election, probably. But the problem is for Nancy Pelosi is that she is, let's say, toxic. They don't want her, and there's 17 people, according to what I've heard, that have signed a document that say they will not vote for her. This could be an odd situation where, of course, the Republicans aren't going to vote for her for the House of Representatives. That's a given. But they will, if they stick together and they vote for somebody, they could vote. We could have a Republican House of leader of the House in a Democratic House. And how would that affect all these investigations that the Democrats want to do? How would that affect it? You never know. You just don't know, and that's the thing. That's an interesting thing that's going on right now in terms of the Democrats and the effect on and this whole thing where they may or may not vote for Nancy Pelosi for the House leader. Now, Mitch McConnell is now going to be again the leader, the Senate, the leader in the Senate, the majority leader in the Senate with 3 more seats. And that's it's still important because we got judges to come up and we will see. Of course, Jeff Flake is flaking all over the place, and he thinks he's going to run for president. And there is no way that guy is going to beat out Mr. Trump. Now there may be other people that show up, but again, that guy is not going to beat out President Trump because again, Trump will brand him something and it's going to stick, just like he did with Smile Hand, Little Marco and Lion Ted and all that stuff. You know, it's stuck. Once the president brands you with something, Crooked Hillary is another one. And I mean that one was way too on the nose though, but it stuck. But it stuck, you know. And and the fact of the matter is it's going to happen to Jeff Flake, you know. Now, will there be anybody else that runs on the Republican side try to get Trump out? Who knows? But I just don't see it. I don't see him losing the nomination. He's done too many things. He's run basically the Republican playbook to a T, to where you got the judges, you got the tax cuts, you got, you know, I mean, he's on the move. He's on the verge of basically ending the Korean War. You know, that could happen as soon as tomorrow, as far away as close to the 2020 election. You know, now will it? We got to see. We don't know about the nut job that is Kim Jong Un. Okay, but could it happen? Yeah, it could happen. Will it happen? Who knows? But I mean, that's if it does happen, that would just be another accomplishment. That boom, he made promise after promise after promise after promise, and boom, 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 boom. All those promises are coming. He he has made reality. And when was the last time you saw a politician make those promises like that, and those promises actually be fulfilled? When? Maybe Reagan, maybe, possibly FDR, but you know, some of the things that he tried to do were even too far left, so that the courts gotten in his way, and of course he ended up costing them the 1948 congressional election. But that's that's way back there, you know, almost 100 years ago. But the problem for me is this: Nancy Pelosi is in serious trouble of not being the speaker. Now, I don't want her to be the speaker, but I don't want to say she deserves it, but generally that's how things work. Now she's 70 years old, and who who else would be? I don't know who's running, but there are 17 people that just got elected on the Democratic side that have went out on a limb and said that they are not going to vote for Nancy. Now, again, will they or won't they? Will they? Will the higher ups in the Democratic Party whoosh, crack the whip on them and say, "You will vote for Nancy Pelosi"? And if they do try to crack the whip, will they take that crack and crack back and say, "We're still not voting for her. We're still not voting for her"? And like I said in the beginning of this video, uh, it's like, okay, hmm, 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 you know, what can they do? You know, what will they do in terms of possibly having that done and doing that? I don't know. You know, it's like, and that's what I got for you on this MFP report.